I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
This is a beautiful house, my man. How many square feet is this?
A little bit over 20,000 square feet. 3 or 4 levels.
Money Mayweather, seems appropriate that you would be living in Vegas.
My mentality is always about...
Once seen as the ultimate example of boxing skill and massive success, Floyd Mayweather is now at the center of serious financial questions that are changing how people view his legacy. New claims suggest that the fortune he proudly built may not be as solid as it once appeared, with outspoken sports analyst Stephen A. Smith openly challenging the strength of Mayweather's money moves. As details of a shocking $42 million controversy surface, fans are left wondering whether the undefeated legend is now facing a battle he can't simply outbox, one that could threaten everything he's built and send shockwaves through the boxing world.
The $1 Million Garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, you know, we on ESPN, this car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. It's close to 15 million. You're right, it's close to 15 million.
And you don't drive them.
For years, Floyd Mayweather crafted his persona as the highest-paid athlete on the planet, regularly flaunting those staggering $100 million paydays whenever he hit the spotlight.
Yes, she did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
The greatest of all time.
For years, Floyd Mayweather carefully built an image as the world's top-earning athlete, making sure everyone knew just how much money he was pulling in by proudly showing off massive $100 million paychecks every time he stepped into the public eye.
This phrase, fake news.
Yeah.
Why is he saying that? What does that even mean? You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. People were dressed up as empty seats, and I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there, and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys...
But now that carefully built image is being openly challenged by a powerful voice in combat sports, as former UFC title contender and analyst Chael Sonnen calls it one of the biggest myths ever sold in sports promotion, claiming that Floyd Mayweather's rumored 9-figure fight earnings may not have been real at all, but instead a carefully staged illusion designed to impress the public and control the narrative around his success.
Ever puts that press release and sends it out?
What?
Never has a company that's publicly traded had an executive back those numbers.
While Floyd Mayweather was busy showing off expensive watches, private planes, and stacks of cash, Chael Sonnen argues that there was never solid evidence to back up those claims, pointing out that no official broadcast numbers, no independent financial records, and no verified confirmations were ever presented, leaving behind nothing but flashy headlines, bold assumptions, and a long list of questions that still haven't been clearly answered.
You have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen.
That leaves an uncomfortable question hanging in the air. Was Floyd Mayweather's fortune built on real, verifiable earnings, or was it driven by hype, ego, and smart publicity? According to critics like Sonnen, the warning signs are piling up, with multiple lawsuits ranging from unpaid luxury purchases to a crypto case that dragged Mayweather's name into legal trouble, making his money image look weaker by the day. Once praised as the untouchable symbol of wealth and dominance in boxing, the man who turned excess into a lifestyle is now facing growing scrutiny as cracks begin to show behind the jets, watches, and lavish spending. No one has outright declared him broke, but whispers are growing louder, even among former rivals, including Oscar de la Hoya, who once defended Mayweather publicly and has since been forced to confront a far more uncomfortable reality.
Built this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about.
Coming from someone who understands both the glamour and the darker side of boxing finances, Oscar De La Hoya's comments sounded less like an attack and more like a warning, as ongoing jewelry lawsuits, talk of seized assets, and a steady run of exhibition fights have many believing that Floyd Mayweather's so-called billion-dollar empire may not be as secure as it once appeared. And the fact that this concern is coming from a former rival rather than a critic makes it even more telling. Still, Mayweather didn't stay quiet, pushing back by reminding the public of their complicated business past and hinting that when it comes to money and loyalty, De La Hoya may not have been as trustworthy behind closed doors as he appeared in front of the cameras.
It didn't hold back.
I got paid, just not in full, like a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no jet. Fuck, dude. I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art attack. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you.
For someone who built his reputation on showing off wealth, this story now seems bigger than old rivalries or past business drama, as Floyd Mayweather appears to be pointing toward a deeper pattern of quiet backroom deals, hidden payouts, and financial moves that are now surfacing through lawsuits, unpaid obligations, and whispered asset sales. What makes it more serious is that the criticism isn't just coming from analysts or retired icons, but from fighters of his own generation, including people who once shared the ring with him, like Logan Paul, who has openly claimed that money from their fight mysteriously disappeared, expressing frustration that suggests the polished money image may be unraveling faster than anyone expected.
Tell us now.
What began as a flashy exhibition has now turned into a serious money dispute, with court battles, missing millions, and yet another dent in the image of Floyd Mayweather's carefully crafted wealth brand, as claims of unpaid earnings have pushed the situation into a full-scale financial pursuit. Logan Paul is no longer alone, with more voices starting to raise the same concern that the numbers behind Mayweather's fortune may not be as strong as they once seemed, and when fighters are forced to chase payments through lawsuits instead of contracts, it sparks a question many are afraid to ask out loud. Is the empire that once defined money and dominance already running out of fuel?
Right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when a table's turned. You know, look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the table's turned, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Even as Logan Paul moved forward with his lawsuit, insisting that Floyd Mayweather still owed him money from their fight, Mayweather stayed vocal, sticking to his usual confident style by shifting responsibility to the business side and downplaying the controversy, calling the whole situation casual dismissal made the lawsuit look like routine business. But the timing told a different story, as unpaid opponents, lawsuits from jewelers, and whispers of asset sales suggest that Floyd Mayweather's financial empire is under serious strain from all sides. No clever move can hide the long list of people still waiting for their money, and Logan Paul's dispute reveals a side of the fight business most fans never see. For years, Mayweather wasn't just earning in the ring. He was controlling the money around it, buying up entire ticket sections before sales went public and flipping them for huge profits, showing that his hustle extended far beyond Fight Night. Logan Paul acknowledged that Mayweather's strategy wasn't illegal or uncommon for someone managing their own fight promotions. It was just part of the business. The real concern, he argued, wasn't the ticket flipping itself, but that investors were kept in the dark, and millions of dollars seemed to disappear once those seats were sold, raising serious questions about how the money was handled behind the scenes.
Materialized.
No, he has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
Short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah, we're taking it to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
Yeah, see you in the courtroom.
What started as a savvy business move has now turned into a series of accusations over broken promises, unpaid earnings, and legal battles. Logan Paul points out a pattern that can't be ignored. More and more fighters, investors, and partners are still waiting for Mayweather to pay up. While Mayweather's public life shows private jets and luxury shopping, the problems behind the scenes in his money empire are becoming obvious. And this time, the complaints aren't from reporters or former promoters. They're from people who actually stepped in the ring with him. Logan, who faced Mayweather in one of the decade's biggest exhibition fights, says the real conflict began after the cameras stopped, and the paycheck he was promised still hasn't come through.
Everything, when everything is okay. I still got my private jets. Let me put an S on that because I got 3 of them. Still got my private jets. I still have all my beautiful homes, still have all my properties everywhere, and still making millions.
As soon as Logan's comments surfaced online, the image of Mayweather's untouchable fortune started to show cracks. This wasn't a rival or a promoter airing grievances from the sidelines. It was someone who had stepped into the ring with him, signed the same contracts, and dealt with the same business. Floyd Mayweather, always bold and unapologetic about his luxurious lifestyle, keeps proving that no matter what people say, his success is real. His words reflect the massive wealth he's earned and the empire he's built through determination and sharp business sense.
You are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your...
These statements show that Mayweather's confidence goes beyond mere words. They highlight that despite challenges both inside and outside the ring, he remains a major financial force with a luxurious lifestyle admired and envied by many in sports and beyond. While he continues to thrive financially and keep his dominance in boxing, not everyone agrees with his recent choices. Critics like Stephen A. Smith have openly questioned his decision to take exhibition fights with non-boxers, especially the highly publicized matchup with Logan Paul. Smith argues that by facing opponents who don't belong in the ring, Mayweather risks diminishing the legendary status he has built over decades, making it seem like he is chasing money at the cost of his career legacy. Despite these criticisms, Mayweather's wealth, influence, and bold approach to the sport continue to keep him at the center of attention, sparking debate over whether his recent moves enhance or tarnish the legacy of one of boxing's greatest fighters.
It's crazy, but it's happening. Yeah, 50 Cent is pretty much exposing the fact that Floyd Mayweather is having issues, but it was not 50 that started it. It was actually Business Insider.
They got Floyd here. It says Floyd Mayweather is stepping into Manhattan's multi-family ring in a big way. The retired boxer has gone into a contract to pay $420 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio with more than 60 buildings, according to sources familiar to the deal. Josh Gotti of Black Spruce Management is the seller, and Black Spruce Magazine declined comment. It says also here that the investor partnered with Maynard Orchard on a $1.8 billion deal for 1,766 units spanning 6 rental buildings and in acquisition of the American Cooper Building, twin luxury towers in Murray Hills with the view.
The $42 million scandal isn't just another story, it's a major warning sign. Behind the designer clothes and perfectly staged Instagram posts, cracks are showing in Floyd Mayweather's so-called fortune, and no amount of PR can hide what looks like a looming financial collapse. The deeper you dig, the more troubling it gets. Beneath the flashy jets and luxury photos, Floyd may be a man so focused on looking rich that he neglected to protect real wealth. When commentators like Stephen A. Smith start questioning your finances on national TV, it's more than criticism, it's a clear warning. Mayweather didn't just sell fights, he sold the image of untouchable wealth. Strip away the flashy watches and staged bank shots, and what remains is a man running out of time, luck, and possibly money, with lawsuits piling up. The $42 million scandal might not just be a bad business move, it could be the moment that shatters the Money Mayweather legend. So, is his empire truly crumbling, or has he been fooling the world all along?